Namaste. The Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein. How joy became a neurochemical advantage for me. Gabrielle Bernstein grew up in New York and built a successful career in PR and nightlife. But behind the scenes, she struggled with addiction, anxiety, and a sense of spiritual emptiness. Her breaking point led her into recovery, meditation, spirituality, and metaphysics, where she reframed joy not as a luxury, but as a neurobiological tool for healing. Her work teaches that when you shift your emotional frequency towards ease, gratitude, and joy, life aligns more effortlessly, making her one of the leading voices in modern spiritual psychology. And I've used a lot of her tools in my personal life. Let's go over 5 key points from her book that I listened to this year. Number 1, choose to feel good. Her core idea is that you must prioritize emotional alignment before action. That means if you are constantly searching, trying to manifest from a place of lack, from a place of disgust, from a place of disdain, from a place of resentment, and when you get to wherever you want to get to, you're still going to be in resentment. And this is just my spin on it. When I got out of juvenile detention when I was a teenager and I got my scholarships into medical school, I thought things were good. 4 years later, I finally get into residency. I buy a house, get married, take my mom out of a psychiatric facility. But that's when the self-hatred really started manifesting. And then I got addicted. I've been sober for 7.5 years. And until I can appreciate a lot of these things from a place of joy and excitement, I was always in this fight or flight response. And until I chose to feel good, meaning I would always say, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm not good enough. And then when I said, okay, I am good enough, but then I had to convince myself other people may approach this differently. But I would have to say, I am good because I'm doing this. So then I had some evidence. Number 2, become a magnet for what you want. She frames this as attraction through emotional vibration. Now you've heard people saying you have a good vibe. I call it neurospiritual sovereign vibe, where your neurochemicals are not taking over your life. Your cortisol is decreased. You have an oxytocin bond with yourself because you've spent some time in monastic solitude. You've delayed the dopamine. You don't need anything right now. It can come later. Epinephrine, norepinephrine, sympathetic nervous responses are decreased. And then you have that serotonin bond with yourself. And when you do that, people will say you have a good vibe. What's the opposite? Increased cortisol, decreased oxytocin, that love chemical, the love bond, with yourself, not anybody else. Increased dopamine. I gotta eat this right now. I gotta drink this. I need this. Now, that's something that won't forward your life. Increased epinephrine, norepinephrine. I'm always stressed out. And then serotonin. You know, I don't really validate myself. Now, when you're speaking from this type of vibrational frequency, what I like to call neurochemical prison, well, people are gonna realize that and they're going to see that, and then your vibration is going to be off. Number 3, take spirituality aligned action, not hustle, action that feels intuitive, grounded. For example, when I'm going to do this video, there are all kinds of particular things that I can do. Oh, well, they're going to like this. I think that people will like this more. Of course, that's good. You want to be able to relate to your audience. But if you're not inspired by it, if you're not like, oh, wow, you know, Gabrielle Bernstein talks about the super attractor. That sounds so cool. Let's listen to that audiobook. Oh, Gabrielle Bernstein talks about the super attractor. Do I have to read that and inspire somebody? Well, you know, you may not be, or even my process too. Oh, Mind Hygiene, sure, buddy. Yeah, great. That works well. You know, Mind Hygiene, oh, that guy did this. He went from self-hate to self-love. Let's see if this works. And you could take inspired action instead of forcing yourself to do it. Number 4, have fun along the way. Now, this is something that was very intriguing. Sounds easy, just have fun with it. Well, you should. Okay, fine. Let's say that you've done all of these things, you're neurospiritually aligned, and now finally you want to have a partner. Well, be open to that idea, but you know, you don't need to approach everybody, right? Maybe there will be this serendipity event, quantum embodiment, where you just meet somebody at the right time, at the right place, and then the serendipity code works for you. That's having fun along the way. That will increase your vibrational frequency and you'll be in receiving mode. Number 5, lean towards joy. Small micro choices that shift your state. As an example, there's something going on in my personal life right now, but let me try to do this instead. Oh, wow, look at his orange hair. Look at that white part of his. And then you can feel his back there. And so what you're doing here is you're making small micro choices that shift your neurochemistry. What this does is it increases the oxytocin bond, decreases cortisol, and then now you can come back. So it's like a mini meditation, right? It's mindfulness. The thing about mindfulness, mind hygiene, is you're gonna wanna figure out ways to embody this. And when you do, you'll have that neurospiritual frequency, that neurochemical vibration where people are gonna wanna be in your presence. You've heard these people talk about magnetism, right? Look at that person, they're so magnetic. Well, that's because probably they've manifested certain things, they're joyous about it, they're operating from the prefrontal cortex, their neurochemicals have stabilized, and they're not addicted to a bunch of things. Those are some of the most important things to attract what you want in your life. And if you found value in this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll be dropping videos every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can also download a mind hygiene guide, which is supported by medical evidence in my life journey from self-hate to self-love and how you can believe in yourself every second when nobody is watching. Please also drop a comment on your thoughts on the book Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein and how I can improve this and how you may want to correct me if there are some things that I may have missed or may not have explained properly. Namaste.